Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Dab of the Day. Today is Wednesday. Hello, everybody. Let's all start thinking offensively. Let's all try to avoid mental traps. Something that happens that we all suffer from is a mental trap. Snap judgments, wrong decisions. A lot of times it's called confirmation bias. What confirmation bias is, in a nutshell, is as soon as you believe it's true, you're going to seek any kind of confirmation you can get to make it true. Doesn't matter if it's true or not, if you think it's true. Very, very difficult. Other mental traps to look for simply are to avoid things that you doubt rather than investigate them. You know, I'm an introspective person. I've talked about it many times. That's a negative thing for me. I dig in too deep. And eventually I build a wall. And then I'm not communicating. I've ended up hurting myself. Guess what? Do you feel like you owe something people? You owe something to people when they give you something. Think about it. Someone does something nice for you, you got to do something nice back for them. Well, guess what? The Hare Krishnas didn't believe that. They just believed to do something nice was to do something nice. That's how life was. This whole reciprocity thing of somebody did something nice for me, I've got to do something nice for them. You know what? We feel beholden. We feel that we have to reciprocate after we get something free. Well, how about accepting that somebody might care for us and want to help us? Well, you know what? A lot of times if you believe that something is good for somebody else, it must be good for you too. If you believe something is good for someone else, you're going to bring it in and say it's good for you, and it plays out on a large scale. Plays out in businesses. A lot of times it's herd mentality, and they're all herding to the Ponzi scheme. Think about it. They try to find one person who can say it was a success, goes out and says, wow, it was such a success, then all the other people pile on, but it was really a failure. Think about it. Well, another one that's a mental trap is waiting for what's called social proof before acting. What do you think? It's herd mentality in reverse, actually. So you're waiting, you won't take any action until you see a majority of people taking that action. Think of it. Until you see the fists flying, the fur flying, then you'll jump in. So it's called reverse mentality, reverse herd mentality. Isn't that interesting? But what about this one? Cling to things once you have them. How about people that will not let go? Think about that. Talk about a trap, okay? Even if you have a good reason to let it go, you'll never let it go. There are a lot of people like that because they want to put more stuff on their side. That's their mentality, no matter what it is. It could even be hurting them. They still will not let it go. Well, I think something that's happened to me was with a job is that I had an overinflated view of the authority figure's instructions, ideas, or his decisions or her decisions. In other words, whatever the boss said was the way it was had to be. Well, not just had to be, but it was right to be. That's incorrect thinking. Just because somebody's the boss, somebody's the head of you, in charge of you, pays you money, doesn't mean that they're right. So what we have to think about, these all tie together, is we got to be our own bosses. You know, it's not about in business be your own boss. It's about in here be your own boss. Think about how many ways we can get pulled sideways. How many ways we do get pulled up and down and sideways. Well, guess what? It's really up to us to avoid these mental traps, to avoid these things that tear us down, and try to look at the things that build us up. This has been the Real Senior Stoner with your dab of the day. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe. And let's take our dab together, everybody. And have a great Tuesday. Cheers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Cheers.